Hey everybody, Mike Naso here from IPR with an update on Tropical Storm Noel, which continues in the Atlantic at this time. And you can see over the last 4 days how Noel began down in the Caribbean, and it looked like it might start to move towards the Western Caribbean and become a significant hurricane. And that did not materialize because it moved over Hispaniola and is now up north of Cuba. Unfortunately, the devastation in Hispaniola has been great. They've had significant flooding, and we've lost, I think, 16 people. As of this morning was the total I saw, 16 more missing, so not good news. Whenever you get the rainfall over those mountainous regions, it could be nasty. Taking a look at the satellite imagery of the entire Atlantic with Noel in it, you can see it is an impressive-looking tropical storm, a lot of convection, firing close to, a little to the right of where the center is. You look at that and you think, wow, the center's right under here, it's really blowing up, but the center is actually more in this region here. So we're going to take a look at Noel here. Here's the latest on the storm as of 11. It was at 22.7 north, 78.5 west. Maximum sustained winds are near 50 miles an hour. It's strengthened in the last few hours, gusting up to 65. It's moving to the northwest at 8, and that should turn more north over the afternoon and into tonight. 994 millibars, and you can see the track here is going to be into the Bahamas and then off to the northeast and becoming extratropical, but it could strengthen as it heads out as an extratropical low. Although don't be surprised if it strengthens more than, say, 60 to 70 miles an hour here. It could even get close to hurricane strength. It really depends on what the storm does in the next, say, 24 to 36 hours. Again, the center is right about here on the left edge of this convection, but you can see the deep convection here, even heavy rainfall amounts. You can see the Turks and Caicos out here, and I believe right here you got Andros Island, and then to the north you got Grand Bahama off the screen. I believe this is Abaco, the Abaco Islands, and it's going to head right in the direction of Andros and the Abacos. And so if you're there, you got to start your preparations for some gusty weather. You can see the visible shows a bit of the center better, as you see the clouds here kind of pushing in right in this general region. So it's still lopsided, but again, getting a bit better organized. Here are the models, and again, it should turn before it gets close to Florida, and we already see that turn beginning. And certainly the models that have it coming out here appear too far to the left right now. It's going to take that turn faster, but that puts the Bahamas more at risk. Florida, you get lucky with this one, and we'll see just what happens with that. You can see the upper level environment is rather favorable. There is an anticyclone right over the eastern part of Cuba, but as it moves north, you could just see the way the shear increases. You have 5 knots over the system, and then 20, 40, 80. I mean, very fast increase in shear. If it were down here in the Caribbean, it would have a much better opportunity for development, and we saw it peak at 60 miles an hour a few times as it headed up. So it tried to become a hurricane, but it just couldn't pull it off. We'll see if it can, but again, this wind shear is going to really tear it to shreds in about 24 hours or so. So in the final analysis, Florida, watch out, there's going to be some gusty winds for you. Bahamas are going to get slammed over the next few hours already, and certainly Hispaniola's taken a hit, as have people in eastern Cuba, although probably to a lesser extent than Hispaniola, and you could definitely see it's bursting, it's trying to intensify, it is, and we'll see just how much stronger this can get. You can see in the Caribbean it is leaving behind some cloudiness and showers. There's also a decent wave approaching in the central Atlantic. Keep an eye on both of those this time of year you watch this to get in the Caribbean, as we saw with the wave that spawned Noel. Even though it's unfavorable in the Atlantic, once things get into the Caribbean, stuff starts to happen, so we'll keep an eye on that. I'm Mike Naso from IPR. Stay tuned to Internet Partnership Radio. I'll see you next time.